Up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 50, NASDAQ up 7, S&P's off 1.5. Gold contract down $1.40, trading at $16.36 an ounce. You get silver down 9 cents, $14.56 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.25, $26.60 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 8 ticks, trading 139.05. The 30-year up 28 ticks at 182.13. And King Dollar up 556 ticks, trading at 100.737. The euro is at 107, the yen is at 108.5, and the British pound is at 122 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Friday morning. How you doing?
Good Friday morning. Doing good. Bottom line, listen to your program. Jobs numbers come in. Bottom line is that I think we're all just speculating where any of these are going to go. I mean, the market just kind of, basically did nothing in general.
Yeah. And for one of the first times that I've known of it, and a lot of people, man, I mean, it almost doesn't matter because it's what's going to happen in the next 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, 6 months, year.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. And, if we just cut to the chase right now, folks, and jump over here, what you're going to see out here, if you saw the news conference last night with Trump and Mnuchin and the head of the SBA, Mnuchin was out there on a continual basis saying, bottom line flat out, that these pay protection loans would be available out here this morning. And so the news coming across the top of it, Kudlow is just on Bloomberg, but the news coming across the top of it, and they're making a big deal of it, is that, there's been 4 million small business loans processed as of today. 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 million? Is that right? Did I hear that right? Okay, this I believe there's 60 million small businesses, I believe, in the United States.
Well, it's a $2 trillion package, right? There's a lot of millions that go into trillions, man. So that is a drop in the bucket, to say the least.
Yeah. So, folks, as you're going on whether it's Bank of America, Chase, SunTrust, Citigroup, bottom line is that they're not out there yet. That's the real bottom line. So. And
I saw a headline. I mean, I'll pull it over to my screen to pull it up. I haven't even read it yet because there's just so much going on. But Bank of America, their portal's up. And I believe that was the first one to be up.
That's good. I was looking for Bank of America. I couldn't find it this morning.
And I just saw CNBC. That article was up about 45 minutes ago. For what it's worth, Bank of America said it can now accept the online applications for the government's $350 billion in small lake. It's the first major bank to make the announcement. So minutes earlier, none of the websites of the 4 biggest banks, and that's J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Citi, were accepting applications. That's probably as of 9 a.m. This story getting printed as of 9:15. So not sure, but within the last hour, and hopefully they continue to make that headway.
Yeah, no, I'm pulling it right now. Let's see, Bank of America portal. Let's see if I can get it like that. We'll find it on the next break, but that's good then. Okay, so we'll see where that shakes out, man. That's good news.
Oh, and you know what? Here's what they got a link right on that article. So I found it to CNBC, and then they actually had portal went live. If you're looking at my chart, so that was up on the front page of CNBC somewhere. The portal went live is the link that I clicked on.
9 a.m. Okay, I was checking earlier than 9. I got it.
Yeah, this is all within the last hour, and so then they got the application up there right now. But yeah, $4 million is a meaningless number, so hopefully that picks up for sure.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Market-wise out here, bottom line, folks, is you got basically a dull market right now. We'll see where this base. Well, I won't say.
I know.
Market.
What's up with that, man? The markets are flat. I don't know what to do. It's Friday.
Exactly.
Hey, how about the VIX? Can we talk about the VIX with the flat market, man? For the first time, I mentioned it. We're in the 40s. We stayed above 50, man, since March 10th, I think.
It's grinding. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went all the way back. I couldn't believe it that I think you got to go to March 10th to find yourself. Did we get there? No. You know what? We had a 49.98 print on March 11th. Okay. Now, what's the reason, the thing that's stark about those dates that just happens to stick out in my mind, of how quickly things can accelerate. I just happen to know that in New York, you were still getting the mayor on March 10th or 11th telling people that potentially they could still go out to eat and live their lives. And, within the span of 48 hours, New York City became an epicenter of this. And that's probably part of that acceleration there. But remarkable, just back to the VIX, man, remarkable that we stayed above 50 for 3 weeks. That's a long time to have a VIX over 50, man.
It is. And, folks, it's pretty wild. Being in the state of Florida, what they had done first is that they had put a lockdown basically on southern Florida. Now the lockdown's in the whole state, but this morning, now this is pretty intense, man, because this morning they allowed that good old death ship that was out there to dock in Fort Lauderdale. And bring people off it. So it's really intriguing. It's like living on that side of the coast, man. I wouldn't be digging it, I'll tell you that. And
was it, so I saw a couple things here about maybe he was just letting Floridians off?
Well, this is what happened, is that they actually didn't let some of the Floridians off. One of the stories is a husband and wife. The husband was really bad. The wife had symptoms. The husband they brought to the hospital, the wife they're keeping on the ship.
Okay.
So it's like, and this was, the thing that's bizarre about this, folks, okay, is that this is a ship that only left on like March 16th or 15th, and this was after, and this is where I would say there's a real scandal inside of the shipping business in general, because it's owned by Carnival, okay, which what I didn't realize, and I was wondering how they got so much revenue, right? Because it's like $18 billion. It's let me see. It's the amount of revenue is insane. But what it is that Carnival owns almost all the shipping lines. That's $18 billion. Okay, so this was I guess Holland something. Okay, but Carnival owns it. And Carnival, folks, they already should have understood something because they had the first debt ship over in China.
Of course, man.
This was 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago. So the bottom line is that, they kept taking passengers, and they had that ship pull out in the middle of March. It's like, and then, of course, unfortunately, people got hurt, and, the rest, as they would say, is... the ship without a home.
To bring it back to DeSantis in Florida before we get to the break, and then we'll jump to more market after this 3-minute break coming up. But did you see the second order that he signed that he gave no public release to whatsoever?
What did it say? Let's see.
It said that state regulations supersede all local regulations, but in the state regulations, he had essential services listed, right?
Yeah.
One of them being religious services, which,
right.
Freedom of religion, one of the most important things we have in this country, folks, for sure. Okay? But you have Tampa churches with 1,000 people getting shut down, and what he just basically did was say that they can then do that again.
Right.
So it's just over and over this state, man. They got to get it together. It's a bummer.
No doubt. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, Taz understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the Taz Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN is launching an open house for our Tigers Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tigers Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tigers Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tigers Den. The Tigers Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other Tigers and Tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tigers Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tigers Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 163. You get the Nasdaq off 28. S&Ps are off 13. Let's go over to ExxonMobil, Chevron. We know oil went topside yesterday, and you do have two. They're both small ABC structures up. Well, they're not that small actually. You took the B point out in ExxonMobil of 39.56. Your A point down there is 30. So you get $9, which will get you into 44. And right now you're at 40.71. Chevron, the same setup. That went up about $8 yesterday. Took out the B point. Chevron, the B point on that is 77. Your A is 51. That's a big one, man. The 61.71, what's this? $26. 67, 77, 87, 93. So this is going to be interesting to see how this shakes out, man. Now, both of these have got smoked. There's no doubt about that. But they are ABC structures up. And if we go to the gold market, what you're going to see, the first ABC structure up inside the gold market, folks, is Barrick Gold. Barrick took the B point out yesterday, took it out with volume. This is a big one, too. 20's the B, 14's the A, so you get $6, which gets you $24, and right now you're at $19.90. So there's no doubt that was quite a pop in the oil market, man.
Oh, boy, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything like that in a while. Percentage-wise, it's almost,
yes.
I mean, out of this world, man.
Yeah. So, well, if we look at this, folks, you get your 26.73. Big move, no doubt about that. Now, granted, we're down from $64 3 months ago when we hit 19. So.
Yeah.
So, in that context, yes, percentage-wise, great move. It's going to have to do a lot more than it's done thus far in order to sustain higher price. You got the volume yesterday, and we'll see what it can follow through today. It might follow through today because we already got 550,000 contracts, and yesterday you had done 1 million contracts. So,
you know, I mean, Larry pulled it up on his show yesterday. You know, it was so quick, man. I got it up here. Oil didn't even trade from 24.23 to 25.68.
Right.
Like $1.50. It just leaped right above it.
Just popped, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities. We'll see whether we get any volume out here today. Bottom line is that you got Carnival up 29 cents. You got, well, Tesla's the big one. We'll talk about Tesla in a second. That's up 34 bucks. You have, well, there's not much else out there. Let me see inside the NDX 100. Your strength, well, Tesla's the big number. It's up 7.7%. Align Technologies up 3%. Taken away from it, Mercado Libre is down 3. NVIDIA is down to 2.5. Ross Stores is off 2.6. So Tesla, Elon Musk, bottom line is that he's pushing out some cars, I guess, right?
Yeah, quite a number on them. I was making mention on my show this morning that it's remarkable, the news feed. I had no idea that Tesla even had earnings yesterday. Now I could have. You know, it's just there's so much going on, man.
Right.
Any other day, any other world, you would have said, get ready for Tesla, man. What's going to be happening, right?
Right.
And I saw their earnings, and I said, I didn't even know that they had them. But yeah, quite a number, man. Elon just continues to crush it out of the park. But check out that pullback today, man. You're down $60 from the high last night, over 10%. You're off of where it peaked. You went up more than $100, man, on that run from 446 to 547. What do they produce? 88,000 cars, I think, for the quarter, and they say they're on pace for 500,000 to sell for the year. Things continue to do well for Tesla. That's what I would say. The long term, man, things are going well.
Yeah, and the question's going to be now. That was last quarter. What are we going to do next quarter, right?
Yes, for sure, man, for sure. That is for sure. You know, I mean, one of the things that I always think about, though, China really got things under control for COVID-19.
Right.
And Tesla really accelerated on what they had going on in China, right? So if China was the reason they were trading so high, if China is going to be back to business earlier than everybody else, if everybody else is back a year, maybe that's something that benefits Tesla quicker than the rest of some of those equities out there.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's go take a look at this S&P. So the S&Ps right now are down 20. Let's see what we're looking at here. So you get a small consolidation. So thus far, folks, the bottom of this consolidation was laid out at 8:30 this morning. So that's 24.85. That's the bottom. We're at 24.97 right now. Now, the top of this, well, they're both very important, the bottom and the top. Now, the top of this consolidation, man, is a big one. You know, each time we're up to this 25.25, that's where those sellers are just sitting there, Tom. You know, we got to 25.29, a couple spikes this morning. Haven't been able to blow it by it yet. The encouraging thing is that the last high that we did generate out here at 10 minutes of 10 has volume. So that's telling me, just like yesterday, that thing wants to get tested. And, you know, it was laying up there all day. If you want to see how this works, folks, you can see that we had the spike in volume at 10:30 in the morning. You know, you get a contraction. Now, what ends up happening is the contraction, just so you can see this out. So your high yesterday was at a price point of 25.23. You had 99,000 contracts. Now, when we had pulled back, we pulled all the way back down with 30,000, and the 30,000 was going against 78,000. So you can see that you get volume is drying up. And then once you start gaining again, which we did, we start going topside again, you know, yesterday at 20 past 2. Bottom line is it made it. So we'll see how this shakes out today. But it's always encouraging when you have a high volume high, even intraday, inside of the markets, because they, you know, and your confirmation after you have it is that when you come down the other side, if you have volume contracting and then you get a rejection of price, then it's like, okay, man, I'm going to try to make another run. I'm building some cars. We'll see what we can get going here. So,
yeah. Hey, how about Disney? Can we jump over Disney furloughing some of their non-union employees, man? The statistics on how many employees they really have in those parks is amazing. I was talking about, I'm a Disney annual shareholder.
I know. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Florida residents. I mean, there's great deals, man. If
That
you're a
is
Florida
great.
resident,
It was 100. What did you say? 150, 170 bucks or something?
Yeah, I should know it, man. I'll pull it up at the break because we'll give them a plug. We're very fortunate to live in Florida, right? That we get to ride the coattails of all of the tourists that come here, and so yeah, I wonder how they're gonna make this right, man. Because I'm not. The last thing I'm worried about right now is Disney making me right, but they should, man. The parks are shut down. It's not right that I pay for a year, I can't go. How is that going to get made right when I paid on an annual basis? They're going to, one of the smallest obstacles they have to overcome, but it will be something that'll probably need to be addressed as they go forward.
No doubt. Hey, have you started wearing your N95 mask yet?
I have not, but I heard the government's telling me that we should.
I'm going to start wearing it today when I go to the store. Tommy and I, we got a bunch of them folks. I guess
we don't have a bunch. We have 10 or 20. Don't. I don't want the world thinking that we have 1,000 masks here.
No.
All right.
A bunch is like for our family. I know. Okay. So.
Nobody knows that one.
I know it's not 100 or 1,000. It's 10. It's 20.
Don't get frustrated with me for getting the facts out there, please. As you say, we got a bunch of masks sitting in our office. Okay. See, TFNN hoarding in the den. Okay.
That's Jeff in New York.
I know it is. But everybody doesn't know you and me like you do. Okay. We have masks for ourselves.
We have masks for ourselves, and now we're going to start wearing them. I think yeah. Dow Industrials down 185. Nasdaq's up 39. S&P's up 14.5. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 196. You get the Nasdaq off 48. S&P's off 15.5. And it is pretty amazing, Tom, when we have the S&Ps just fluctuate by 20 each way, that it's a dull market.
Yeah, I know. I had somebody say to me, just a friend, when the Dow was down, what day was it? 1,000 points. Was that Monday, Tuesday? Let me pull it up. And they said, you know what? That don't feel that bad, man.
I know.
And it's like, whoa. But they were right, you know, and I think maybe it was Wednesday. I just, let me pull it up. What day was it? Was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday. We go 21,700 to 20,648. And they say, it doesn't feel that bad, man.
Yeah, no, it's pretty wild watching this whole thing shake out. Let's go overseas and see what happened last night, because they're all, you know, if we go to Asia first, folks, of course, they were going into their weekend, folks, okay, and if we bring up Shanghai, you know, the bottom line is that, you know, it's just barely off its lows, but it's off its lows, man. And that would be basically the epicenter, no doubt. Now, the lows in Shanghai. So watch what ended up happening over in China, folks, okay? When this thing blew apart, which was in the Lunar New Year, you know, if we bring this back to January 14th, you're going to see that's the high in Shanghai, 31.27. Went sideways for a few days, then just blew apart, and basically when it closed right before the Lunar New Year, we were at 29.76. When it opened at 26.85, and then it did a counter trend bounce almost up to the top, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And so then what ends up happening, bottom line, you came all the way back down. You tested the low. Let me see if this test was on light volume, too. Okay, cool. So check this out. You're going to see these volume stats, folks, just work everywhere. It doesn't matter what market. So the first low was established at 35 million shares. The second one was established at 29. So he rejected lower price, and now basically been trying to build a base out here for the last 2.5 weeks. So that's Shanghai. Now let's go to Hong Kong and see what we got at the Hang Seng. So the Hang Seng last night, where were we? Okay, the Hang Seng was just about flat last night. It was down 0.2%. Oh, look at that, exact same chart. Wow. Except that never came back. So Hang Seng is different, but you know what's interesting, Tom, is that, here, watch this. If I put this up, the Hang Seng looks just like our S&P, actually, in the Dow. You know, you're off the bottom, but it's struggling to basically get its next leg up. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah. Compare that with I'll compare it with the cash S&P. Yeah, oh my God. You want to see this, folks. Now, the cool thing about this is that they're ahead of us by 24 hours at all times. Look at that. That's like, oh my God, that is like, the yellow line is the our S&P cash, and the white line is the Hang Seng index.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty wild, man.
Hey, I wanted to jump back for a second and, talking about the masks, right? So we ordered a couple boxes of 10 or 20 just for ourselves, our family, our friends, right? What was remarkable was, remember the day we're in the office, right? You're talking about it, I'm talking about it. So that day, the beauty of Amazon, you can track everything you order, is February 25th. The day that we ordered those masks. Okay. Yeah. What's remarkable is that where we were. Now, I wish I had the force. That was just good planning, right? Yeah. You know, what if? Right. You make sure. Right. But man, the writing, not that it was on the wall, but you got to listen to yourself, folks, and be aware. I mean, look at where I get the chart of the S&P. We were almost at all-time highs, man. Things were happening. It was out there. Now, there's a lot. Man. Yeah. And not to get too political, I try not, but folks, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of people that are going to die from this. Americans, the most vulnerable. You better hold your politicians, no matter what party is in power right now. And, talking about, I was just like, I wonder what the president was saying at that time. Yeah. February 26th, okay? The day after you and I knew enough to order some masks, you had the president at his press conference saying when you have 15 people, and the 15 within a couple days, it's going to be down to close to zero. That's a pretty good job we've done, Trump said at the press conference. Yeah. All right, so we're not going to get into it, folks, but wake up to what is going on. I got emails this morning, Tom, talking about that they were done with TFNN because they didn't like the fact that I brought up that you have the captain of the Navy ship getting ousted for pleading for help for his men and women aboard that ship. So I don't know which one is getting political, folks, but when you have a captain of a Navy ship with hundreds of people getting sick, pleading for help, and people don't want to hear that, I don't want to get you started, because I know it's easy to get you started, man. You're a Marine. Those men and women, you know, are sons and daughters on that ship and whatnot. But pay attention, folks, because we ordered those masks February 25th. I'm not the president. I'm not getting press briefings, okay? And here we are today with the president telling the country that hundreds of thousands of people are going to die, and guess what? We've done a great job. So yeah, pay attention, man. We ordered our masks the day before the president said that at his press conference at the White House.
And inside that context, you just said you don't have to put a but, because, you know, I heard when you were talking about, and folks, guess what? You want to go turn off TFNN, okay? Yeah. Because the captain got fired of the Roosevelt, please turn it off. I could care less. Okay?
See ya. Exactly. You know, that was my reply.
Go somewhere else, because if you don't, you better start trusting yourself. But evidently you don't trust yourself.
And that was my point. You know, we ordered the masks.
The Roosevelt deal is an absolute scandal. There's no two ways about it, man.
You're the captain pleading for help. I mean, to put things in context, so he was just told to keep his men and women on the ship and kind of like quarantine, deal with it. And his reaction was, are you kidding me, man? We're putting our men and women at risk, and this is going to be a catastrophe of epic proportions. And he didn't care, okay? And I understand he sent it to a lot of people. Well, guess what? Maybe he didn't care because you have a Navy secretary who's a new Navy secretary right now, because the last Navy secretary got fired, okay, because the president wants war criminals to be a Navy SEAL, if we're really going to go there.
Right.
We'll get really political on everything in terms. So, you know, let's really bring it to fruition there about the Navy secretary and how the Navy SEALs and all that going on. So, you know.
And what you have here, folks, is this. What is not reported yet, so it was reported this morning, is that, yeah, the administration said they fired him because he did a memo to 30 people and someone leaked it, okay? The bottom line, let me tell you something. You don't get to be a captain of a major, this is a nuclear ship, folks, okay?
It's USS Roosevelt.
Yeah, you do not get to be a captain of a nuclear-armed ship, okay, without going through chain of command. My take on it, which just has, he went through this chain of command, and guess what? No one was giving him help, man.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line.
And so he said, guess what? You know what? They're not going to like it, but I bet I'm going to save some men and women if I do this. Yeah. And he did it. So done.
Yeah, it's disgusting, man.
It is, man. So we have our masks, and guess what? To the poor people that live and die on every word the president says, they don't have their masks, because he was saying 15 people have it and it's going to be 0 in a day. Well, thankfully, we think for ourselves, and that wasn't the case. So that's what we're trying to get across here, folks, okay? It's ridiculous that is where we are, but that is where we are.
No doubt. Dow Industrials down 291, NASDAQ up 69, S&P's up 27. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year, or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year, or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 308, Nasdaq off 81, S&P's off 30, and it's going to be intriguing here. You know, one of the tigers just in the den was saying another Friday, no one wants to go home long, and you know, we'll see where this shakes out at the end of the day. But the other side of it is that who wants to go home short when your markets are at low? So this is going to get intriguing to see where this shakes out coming into the 4 o'clock hour this afternoon. You know.
Man, we got a long weekend next weekend coming up. Good Friday, we're closed. So you're going to have 72. We're closed a week from today, April 10th, for Good Friday.
Wow.
Of course, Sunday, Easter Sunday after that. Who's going to want to be long when 3 days? That could be the peak in New York City, unfortunately. Just staggering to think about the headlines, let alone things spreading. I mean, total cases exceeded 1 million yesterday for the first time.
Yeah, big numbers.
Yeah.
Let's go to Max in Houston. Hey, Max, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Tom and Tommy.
How you doing,
Morning,
Max?
I just want to bring it to your attention. Don't throw away those masks. You can re-sanitize them yourself.
Oh,
I bought a box back in from Home Depot. The good ones. I didn't even know what I was buying. Back in probably November, I was doing a big welding job on my hot rod.
Right.
And, I didn't want to inhale the fumes I was welding.
Sure.
And I bought them, and every day after I used them, I would spray them with just rubbing alcohol.
Okay.
This was back in November and everything.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to breathe the same stuff in, and I didn't throw any of them all away. And a few of them got real dirty, and I kept them here. And the wife told me, go on YouTube and see if you can sanitize them yourself.
Yeah,
I did the other day, and you can.
Yeah, because they have real structure. The N95s, folks, have structure. Yeah, I can see that. There's no doubt. Yeah, totally.
So don't throw it away. And one YouTube said that if you let one sit for 5 days, it'll sanitize itself. So
Good.
Don't
Yeah,
don't
and
throw
every
them
virus
away.
might die off on there, right? Yeah.
I don't want to give you bad information. Go on YouTube and.
No, that's great information.
That's great, Max.
It's a fact, man. I know. Cooking, brother. Thanks so much.
Hey, later.
Thanks,
Bye.
Max. And just to expand on that, so what they talked about yesterday, so people understand it, was that people they weren't actually, just to put out what they were saying, because there is a shortage of these masks. Now, we had bought ours in February, man. You know, when supposedly from the leader of the free world, but that everything was going to be fine. So it's not like you're hoarding. I wanted 20 masks, right? I wanted N95, and they're really saying to wear the regular masks and to try and keep those N95 for the healthcare professionals. So that's what's being put out there, just to push it, because there is kind of that shortage going on. And I think, Tom, and it's tough, because I say I think, because it's tough to know what the truth is coming out right now. But my guess is there's asymptomatic spreading going on. And so it's almost more about preventing people from spreading germs. If you put a mask on everybody, the sick people out there aren't going to be coughing on a handrail that you might touch. Right. It's not actually as much about you preventing breathing it in. So don't get super worried about needing a mask to protect yourself. This is kind of like a herd immunity type goal, whereas if everybody wears a mask, the germs won't be everywhere, is what I really see. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's where this is. Like, if everybody wears a mask, then you don't have to worry as much about touching anything that somebody might have spit a droplet on, or what that is. That's where I think this is trying to have an impact, because of the fact this has maybe a 14-day incubation period, and it's highly contagious, and you can spread it when you're asymptomatic. So if you put a mask on everybody, maybe there's not as many droplets out there. So don't be concerned if you don't have a mask. You know what I mean? Be aware, wash your hands, be very careful, because that's really what it's more about. If everybody wears a mask, those germs won't be in the public as much.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mark in Bedford. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Not much, Tom. How are you, Tommy?
Good, man. Yourself?
Morning, Mark.
Good morning. Tom, so I know a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, you thought the bottom was in, but we've kind of drifted lower. Do you think the bottom will...
We haven't drifted lower.
Well, let me phrase it a different way. Do you think we'll still rally on this, or you think...
Yeah, I do. And we're not even close to the bottom. The bottom is 21.91, Mark. Well, we can be close, but the bottom's 21.91. We're at 25.04.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anything's possible, basically.
Well, we know that. That's for sure, man. There's no doubt about that.
There's no other time like this time, maybe, where that statement is.
My take is that, yes, the bottom is in. In fact, I just wrote a deal for Timer's Digest that will probably be out this weekend. That I'm saying the bottom's in. So, and I suspect what will probably end up happening here. Might as well go through it so I can show you what I'm looking at. The big deal, folks, okay, is that when I've seen that you do more than a 1 to 1.618 ABC structure on the way down or the way up, the bottom line, you have a total change of trend. And that's exactly what we did. If you take a look at this S&P cash, the bottom line, your first leg, started out on the February 19th at 33.93. You get down to 28.55. When you do a 1 to 1 point ABC structure on that 1 to 1.618, the bottom line is that we blew right by that, and we went down to 21.91. And guess what? My take is that that's it. That's all she wrote. Now, what? And Tom, okay.
I was just going to mention, I just put it on my chart real quick because I know I was looking at the article you're going to do it, so I put that kind of expansion, contraction on the SPX. You had from 33.93, like you said, down.
Chart up, please. Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
Down to 28.55, and then you can see from the high we made, as you said, on March 4th, the 100%, the same move would have been 26.08. The 1.618% move, 22.80, and actually made it down to 21.91 as your reference. So just putting that, and that's your first leg, as you mentioned, from 33.93 down to 28.55, and then this second move is representing the percentage of this first move, and that's where you get the 161%. And what I was thinking about when I looked at that? I said, man, could you imagine if in the beginning of March that they were telling you? Because remember what happened? We got a bump, man, and it was like, maybe that was painful. We went below 3,000. Boy, glad that's over. Right? Was kind of the mentality for a few days.
Right.
And if they had said, guess what, folks? we're gonna approach 2,000.
Right.
My goodness, but here we are. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the bottom line, Mark, is that, my take is that market's going up, and I know I don't blame you for being confused, because as you must be looking at Target TV, you're seeing bull horns coming out of my head instead of those claws. And
Well, actually, Tom, I see you. I had this picture of you with both horns and claws. You're kind of a hybrid.
That's very applicable. I would say that's very applicable. Hey, stay right there. We're going to be coming back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 243, NASDAQ off 71, S&P's off 25. Tommy, Mark, myself will come right back, folks. Stay right there.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metal sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, JDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 270, NASDAQ up 79, S&P's up 28. And, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, right on the front page, feature content. He's going to be doing a workshop, folks, really timely workshop. It's going to be 2 sessions, intraday, April 15th, what used to be tax day. Bottom line, it's going to be June 15th now. Check it out right on the front page. What's really cool about this, folks, is that it's intraday and it's live. Basil has done these in the past. Great workshop. You'll have all the information right on that front page. And then, of course, as you're over there also, we have the Tiger's Den. It's an open house. That's our trading room, folks. Dynamic room, day and night. Well, let's say about 12 hours a day.
Sure.
And that, when you sign up for the Tiger's Den, folks, normally it's $39 a month. Bottom line is that you'll put open, and that subtracts the $39, so your first month is absolutely free. If you decide to take it after that, you can either do a month, 6 months, or a year.
And just to tie back to Basil as well, I encourage people, it's 12 days from right now, April 15th. Today's the 3rd. But go over there and sign up right now, because you get a month of the opening call right when you sign up. You also get instantly, Basil's going to send you his emailed booklet with the Chapman Wave techniques sent to you so you can get prepared. You'll be in the opening call, so don't wait until next Wednesday. Get in there. You'll be in the opening call. You can check out what he has in there. And 9 a.m. till 4:30, man, Basil's going to be in there, and that will be archived. So if you can't, as most of us, whether you have kids at home with schooling, what's going on, man, all that's going to be archived. So you miss an hour, you can always go back and catch up. But the full day, Wednesday, 9 till 4:30, Basil's going to be in there. Quite an education he put together. He's excited to do it, man. He wanted to do it ASAP because this market, a lot going on, and he just wanted to share that knowledge. It's a great time to do it, so check it out on the front page.
Listen, folks, stay right there. Hey, Mark, have a great one. Have a safe one. Call back this afternoon. We'll be growling about
Okay, Tom.
Thank you,
Take
man.
care, Tom.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, folks. Stay right there. Think of Swim coming up. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes.